Today, I'll be going over Units 3 and 4, Conditionals and Iteration in APCS in under 2 minutes. First up, conditionals. They're what allow our code to make decisions based on different inputs and conditions being either true or false. The most basic of which is the if statement, which is written like this. You write if, the keyword if, brackets, whatever condition you want, and then in curly braces, whatever you want to run if said condition is true. Now, if you want to check for multiple conditions, you can also use the else if block. And same thing, it would have some sort of condition inside brackets and then curly braces to check. And if you want some sort of default thing to if every other condition checked has been false, then you would use the else block. Now keep in mind that once a condition is deemed true inside an if else block, it will skip over checking over all the other conditions and won't check them. Next up, loops. There are two types of loops in Java, while loops and for loops. While loops are mainly used when you don't know how many iterations you need to complete some sort of calculation. So the syntax for it is while, then some sort of condition, and then curly braces, and then whatever you want to run in there. So you always want to make sure you have some sort of counter variable declared and initialized either outside, for example, the letter I is often used, and then you would want to increment that every time, or else you'll have what is known as an infinite while loop. Now for for loops, on the other hand, you actually create the counter variable inside the loop header. So to create a for loop, you'd have for and then int some sort of any name for a variable, but typically it's just one letter, started at 0, started at 1, and then you would want to have some sort of condition for I to keep running until it's like less than some number, and then you would want to increment it. You can also increment it by more than one, then curly braces and whatever you want to loop over and over. So conditionals are very useful to make decisions in your code, and loops are very useful to repeat chunks of code.